morning, y'all. So we are on our way home, and we just wanted to recap our trip to Waveland, Mississippi for Cruising the Coast. So we left Thursday night, and we knew we'd get there kind of late. Colt worked. I took the day off to get everything ready and packed. We're still in the process of moving, which is why y'all haven't seen us in a while. And Thursday night we left, picked up the camper in Lake Charles and left Lake Charles around between 5 and 6, and got right on the road. Got a little traffic in Baton Rouge. Finally made it to the park around 10:30 at night. So we had a few. We have to figure out why our smoke detector keeps going off when we use the shower. But we figured out the next morning that there is a silent button. So, words to the wise with Casita. And we woke up Friday morning and went and had biscuits and gravy with my parents. So they were camping there. Their friends, the Jacksons, were camping there. My aunt and uncle and a few cousins were camping down the road at Silver Slipper. So we kind of mixed, matched all around all weekend with them. Had delicious biscuits and gravy. Then what did we do, babe? Friday. Just went and rode around a little bit. And we went and had lunch. Where at? Friday. Lunch. Cousins. So Cousins was a Oyster Bar in Bay St. Louis, which all around there was kind of a central location for one of the stops for Cruising the Coast. So we got to see all the old cars that we wanted to see. We wanted to go to the Blind Tiger, but they had to wait, so we went to Cousins.
When you order raw oysters at Cousins, make sure that when they bring them out, they give you cocktail sauce and not ketchup.
Yes.
They gave me ketchup.
But altogether they were good, and I had some kind of shrimp, I think. I really don't
Royal
remember.
Reds.
Royal red shrimp, delicious Royal Reds, and I had a cup of the corn and crab bisque, and it was also very good.
City got a 6-gun, she ain't afraid to use it. The banker took it straight down to the safe and I blew it. She heard a big bang in the broad daylight, and by the time the smoke cleared, we were nowhere in sight. City got a a car and the guns. City says she loves me, I'll always be her man. And I'll see you in Rio, honey. We gotta stick to the plan. I woke up in the hayloft to the rooster's crow.
And we ended up meeting up with one of my cousins from New Orleans that had moved to Bay St. Louis, so that was good. We got to have dinner with her. We walked around, saw some more old cars, and then we headed back to the campground. Dad was cooking jambalaya that night at the campground, so that night we had dinner with them, and my cousins came over, and a bunch of people came over, and we had jambalaya. We ended up going to bed kind of early around 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then we ended up waking up early because that's the kind of people we are. So Saturday morning we woke up and we went and had breakfast at Buttercup, which is also in Bay St. Louis, kind of in the little cottage districts right around where they park the old cars again. And across the street was an antique store. So we stopped there after we had breakfast. Colt had the big breakfast and I had like the quick 2-egg breakfast. It was all good.
Memories with my friends, just road tripping on a long weekend. Gambling Shreveport.
We sat on the patio, really cool atmosphere. And then we went back to the campground because we were supposed to go to Ocean Springs and see another one of the stops for Cruising the Coast and shop a little bit, but we never made it there because traffic in Biloxi and Gulfport was absolutely horrendous. So we ended up turning around in Biloxi. We made it back to Gulfport. We got a drink. What was the name of that place? Billups or something like that.
Memories with my friends, just a road tripping on a long weekend. We're just a road tripping on a long weekend. Oh yeah.
We just stopped at the bar, had a drink. Then went a little bit further down the road because we wanted to have lunch at Whitecap. Well, it was an hour and a half late. So we found Patio 44 down the road in Gulfport. Very good. Colt had the BLT salad. I had the Caesar salad with shrimp. And we split the duck tenders. Go ahead.
No. If you're looking for a frozen margarita or raw oysters there, they don't have it. So.
Don't go there for that. And then we took off back to the campground to drop off Mom and Jackson. And me, Dad, and Colt went. Ooh, I forgot about Court Street Cafe, which we had stopped there Friday also by the bandstand and got some drinks. So Colt had a couple beers there, and I had a beach Barbie, which is pineapple, Malibu, and strawberry. It was really good. And watched the bands, saw the old cars again, and we ended up going to meet Miss Helen and them at Fields Oyster House. So that was a really cool atmosphere. We highly recommend making reservations. If you do not make reservations, you will not get in-seating dining. You can only have a bar or high top. What?
In-seating dining?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still awake. It's not awake, whatever. And Colt, Dad, and Miss Helen split a dozen of the Bayou Blue oysters, which are char-grilled with bacon and blue cheese. How were they, babe?
Good. I like them raw better, but they were good.
So they do serve them raw there. They have like 5 different ways that they serve the oysters on the half shell. And it was just a really cool atmosphere. You can watch them shuckle and char-grilled. And then we left because we had reservations that night at Bayou Blue or Blue Bayou at the Silver Slipper. So we took a little date night over there, and we ended up meeting Miss Brenda and Uncle Mick there. and they were watching the LSU game, so we ended up sitting with them and having dinner. And I had the crab fondue dip and the fried pork belly appetizers, and Colt had a dozen raw oysters. So he got his raw oyster fix. And how were they?
Good.
Mine was delicious. That fondue dip was good. So then we headed back to the camper, picked up Rocky, went to bed, because we had to get up early and leave early this morning because I have a paper to write. But altogether, how would you rate the campground?
I mean, it was...
It's much more. We stayed at Buccaneer State Park for our second time. If y'all remember, the first time was the gnats. So I got ate up by mosquitoes this time. But I would rank it a 7 out of 10. The pools are not open. They close out Labor Day. I think if we would have had that option, it might have been a little bit better. But it was quiet. It's a safe place to stay. I think it's a great place during the summer with the pools and the wave pool and the slides and stuff. So, we're going to try some different parks out next time, just because we want to. But, I mean, it's a good, safe place to stay. So, and we did have a full hookup spot. We stayed in spot 179. It is in the back of the park by the railroad track. So, if you do not have a very soundproof camper, you're going to hear the trains. But our AC is so big compared to our camper, we can't hear a thing, so it didn't bother us at all. What else, babe? Cruising the Coast, if you love old cars and you love trucks, highly recommend it once just to go see it. It can get quite crowded around Gulfport and Biloxi area. It can in Bay St. Louis, but it's manageable. But we experienced it. We liked it. Restaurants, atmosphere, very cool.
I'm more of a tractor guy for boats.
So we'll be finding some other events with tractors and boats. So until next time, we have a family reunion in 2 weeks at White Oak Park in Lake Charles, and we'll have a vlog there. I'm gonna apologize in advance. It's my family. Might get a little crazy. Cole here is gonna find out all about it. Any last words, babe? Alright, we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Bye, guys.